I'm going to talk about one of the biggest challenges that a lot of our customers and a lot of the people that we talk to struggle with, which is balancing the need to allow people to experiment and to take advantage of their skills and different data sets and different problems, while at the same time managing properly managed, properly governed environments that support your operationalized data flows and data pipelines and so on. You've hired some really smart people, you've got all these brilliant PhDs, data scientists, analysts that want to ask a load of different questions and try a whole load of different things, and you don't want them doing it on your production environment that churns out the board pack every week or gives you that key operational reporting or integrates with that crucial system, whatever it is. And what ends up happening in a lot of places is that these teams, in their effort to try and come up with something really good, run off and they buy a bit of tech. They've got that under the desk server, they spin up a little cloud environment and put your data, and very quickly you lose control of your estate, of where data lives, and of all the kind of problems that ultimately can come with doing that. We like to approach the solution to this through a model called lab and factory, and the idea of our lab and factory model is about creating governed and managed ways to allow flexibility and freedom to test and learn and to try new things out. As you might imagine, the lab environment is all about giving a place for flexibility, for experimentation. Depending on your organization, you can take this to different degrees of implementation, but the idea being that there is a semi-self-governed area for people to upload their own data sets, to deploy different toolings. If you've hired someone who's brilliant at R, but Python's your chosen language, you don't want to waste all that talent. You want to let them experiment with R. So you want to give them this environment where they can experiment and they can try new things. And when something turns out to be really good, maybe they've come up with a brilliant recommendation engine, for example, and it's much more accurate than your previous one, you want to deploy that into the factory. So your factory is this quality-controlled, governed place where there's the support wrap in place. There's all the testing that's gone on to make sure the data's correct. Things are gold-plated, if you like. They're modeled, they're checked, and you're really confident and happy that if people consume things from there, they're consuming something that's true, trusted, and tested. This is a model that's as much about technology as it is process. So that transition from lab to factory, as things are tested, as they are improved, and as they eventually reach a point of maturity that means you want to use them, they need to transition from lab to factory. So you need to be able to create that process to allow the move from the lab environment to a factory environment. You want to create these flows that let you evolve your solutions and evolve your use cases and move them into production in a quick and efficient and consistent way to allow them to be deployed out into the wider business. This model is not about creating a Wild West, it's about creating controlled flexibility, and is a great way to approach and create a mentality in your organization around testing and learning, about experimenting, and about transitioning that into your factory and production environments.